Okay, I'd like to start with this cabinet. I'm going to give you guys a little pantry tour. So in here, we have canning salt. I have 2 big jars. When you can, you don't want to use iodized salt. So I just buy a non-iodized salt and we just keep it on hand. Next, I have baking cocoa and drinking cocoa, like hot chocolate that I made up. It's basically powdered milk, sugar, and cocoa powder. And then next I have some chocolate chips, and both the dark chocolate chips and white chocolate chips. After that, we have those homemade breadcrumbs. This is our homemade panko that we use to fry things or to top casseroles. Next, we have oatmeal and homemade granola. This is just like a honey granola. We made it, put it on yogurt and eat it as a cereal. I usually mix it with my oatmeal also, or more top it. Next, we have popcorn. Just regular old popping popcorn. And then have some goodies. These are peppermint Hershey's that we got on sale. So we just filled up the jars with it. Okay, next I have sand plum jelly. So sand plums are kind of like cherry-sized plums that grow native in Oklahoma. So we have a few trees of those, so we make jelly out of it. Next, I have just a bunch of pickled peppers. These are those little sweet peppers like you get at Walmart. We got those in bulk on sale. Next, we have canned pineapple. We usually just snack on this, honestly. It's like a fruit cup. We just eat it like it is. And then we have a Thai dipping sauce. This is from the Ball Book of Preserving. I honestly have been using it more as a marinade than a dipping sauce. Next, we have loads of strawberry jelly, or jam, cowboy candy, and mandarin oranges. Okay, next is this cabinet. So on this side, I keep a jar box with my Sure Gel, extra lids. These are just reused lids that I will use for like dry things in jars, like my teas. We have some cheap boxes of macaroni and cheese. These are my dehydrated carrot tops. I'm going to blend these up and use them like a carrot seasoning, because the carrot tops, the greens, they actually taste just like carrots. So I will use this in soups and stews and things like that. And this is some more of that. I have some extra lemon juice. We like to use the lemon juice in our water. And then we also can with it. Next we have, this is labeled wrong, we have some egg noodles that we got on sale. And there is another big jar of that back there. They have some dehydrated apples. We have tabbouleh. If you don't know what tabbouleh is, it is a wheat, and you soak it overnight, and then you can add some fresh vegetables to it, like cucumber and tomato and broccoli, and then you eat it kind of like a dip. Next we have dehydrated carrot coins. I will also use those in soups. And then we have dried grapefruit. I like to use these in my teas. So when I'm drinking a hot tea, I usually put one of these in it, and it just adds health benefits. And then back here is more egg noodles, and this is some sweet, spicy peanuts that I made at home. Okay, all of this is homemade ketchup. It is a fancy ketchup. You can see how thick it is in there. And these are salsa. And here, this was a failed pepper jelly. And so what I've been doing is I use this to make a sweet and sour sauce because it has peppers and it's sweetened and it'll thicken up whenever you cook it on the stove. So we like serving that with some type of meat over rice. Cabinets. Scooch back some. So we do plan on putting another shelf here so that we can have a whole nother shelf of jars. Down here on the bottom, I think we're going to leave it tall so that we can fit big jars. So first we have diced tomatoes and tomato sauce. So this is just a simple tomato sauce that's versatile, that we can use in everything. This is wild pickled garlic. So this is a type of garlic that is native to Oklahoma. It grows like these, what would they be called? Like blooms, and we also pickled them. And we like to just use this like a pickle on top of things. I also froze some in butter. I have a video on that if you guys want to look at that. And we just froze it in butter and then we use it as regular garlic. I have a random can of black eyed peas up there. I don't know how that happened. Next we have salsa verde. This is from Tomatillos. We got them on bulk on sale. This is collards. So what I did is I pressure canned these with little bacon bits in it. So they would be bacon flavored collards. And so I just pressure canned them at the meat time. Down here we have lots of chicken broth. Here are pressure canned potatoes. Next we have stew. This is very good. I don't do very many ready to go meals, but I really like the stew. Next is those black eyed peas. Normally I do a few loads of random beans. That way I have them on hand just like a canned bean for adding to things. This is some more diced tomatoes. Next we have a few different kinds of beans. So we have kidney beans, chilies, we have like just some brown beans, and then some bright northern beans you can use in like a white chicken chili. On this side we have canned corn, lots of it. And we got these body armors on sale in bulk, so we still have quite a few of those left. And then we just have a few random store-bought items. We have egg noodles that were on sale. They're like restaurant bags of it. We have corn husks that we saved for tamales, vinegar, water. This is a Greek salad that I really enjoyed having around. think I'm gonna attempt to make some of my own when we run out of these. Some giant bottles of ranch, some peppers, and some pineapples. Over here I have a few 5-gallon buckets. These ones are full of like dried herbs from the garden. There's some extra packages of nuts in there. There's pretty much just random things that we have vacuum sealed that we're not going to go through anytime soon. So that means that there are duplicates in the cabinets that we are already pulling from. So when we run completely out of something, we will check these buckets before we purchase anything. This cabinet here is what I would consider my working pantry. This is a cabinet that we pull from every day. I have bulk flour, bulk sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar, green beans, cream corn, regular corn. What we usually do is we just buy what canned goods are on sale at our local. We have a Cox cash saver near us, and they rotate what is on sale for canned goods, and we can get them for about 33 cents a can. So when they are on sale, we stock up on them, and that's why it's kind of just a few random things. This is also an area where I like to keep any jars that need to be used up. Maybe they're the last one of a certain thing. Like here I have a pineapple jelly and cranberry sauce. So I put them in here, that way I am looking at them regularly so that I remember to plan to use these. And this just helps me cycle through the jars that I may not think to grab from. In this pantry here, this is where we keep kind of our bulk stuff that we're not pulling from just yet. On the top shelf here, we have a lot of snacks that we got in bulk on sale. And so this is kind of the ones that are not opened for the most part, and they just kind of stay in here. I do need to utilize this space a little better. I've been working more on the other cabinets. But you can see here I have these 2-gallon buckets. I have a few more in another cabinet. This is my cornmeal. I have pinto beans and masa for tortillas and things. And then down here I have my roaster, a big bag of flour, and some extra ramens. And then in the buckets down below, one is flour, one is sugar, one is rice, and one is oatmeal. I thought it would be fun to show you guys my different tinctures and things that I've been collecting. This is a fleabane tincture, and then this is just dry fleabane. This is blackberries, or blackberry leaf tea. This is all yarrow. And these are all things we've gotten from our yard or from family's yards. This is a dandelion tincture. And last, this is a St. John's wort tincture. Well, that was my 2025 pantry tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what we like to keep on hand and that we inspired you.